girls are here. Hello, sweetheart. Hey, y'all. My queen, everyone's favorite goddess. I miss you, gorgeous queen. I thank you. Thank you for being so sweet. My queen, please protect us from that man. Do not worry. He is stuck on the game on Battlefield. But I cannot guarantee if he arrives later. They're gonna get us at. Oh my god. Hello, my queen. You're looking lovely as always. Hi, Kenny. Cinnamon roll, how are you? Hi. Why you guys are so nice? Hi, you guys are so sweet. Let me start the game. The last thing that we left off is basically oh my god. There's a girl. I don't know how the fuck she found us. She's part of the game and she's asking us, what is your motive? What is your name? What is your regret? Like, you think I'm gonna give you the answer? No. No, like, do you think I'm gonna give up my life like that? Just like that? No. For you. No. I hear his voice. Yeah, he's being competitive. He's playing Battlefields. But no. He's saying that I am... I'm loud, right? I'm loud, right? I'm a banshee, right? But he's worse when he plays competitive games. I gave up my life for you. I will give up my life for you as well. Like, I'm owl droid right now. A moment. Okay, I think everything's settled. I just don't know why on the game capture. I'm just waiting for the game capture to read the game. You're not a banshee. Thank you. Thank you. At least some people knows I am not a banshee. Unlike an old fart, but anyhow. Yeah, he is. He is loud. I already call him a banshee though. He thinks you are, but not. He's just a dummy with zero taste in Latina light. Thank you. That's a good one, Kenny. Okay, last time we were left off, it was here. When I arrived, the nurse I speak to showers me with praise. What? Oh, because I brought this girl. It's hardly surprising. I think most people will praise a high schooler who has obviously exhausted herself by carrying a patient all the way to a hospital in the middle of the night. Yeah, like I said, I will leave that girl in front, like outside the concrete wall. So yeah. The nurse wastes no time in taking her away, so I guess she really is a patient here. Thanks to this, I managed to learn her name as well. Ah, we got information! Let's go! Why the sound didn't... I don't know why I didn't hear that sound though. Strange. Honestly, I don't know. I was getting scuffed with the T-Droid systems and whatnot. I don't know what's going on. Kenny, do you remember that I went to Factor's domain and he locked me up? Oh. Maybe if I switch it up. No, it's not. Oh my god. That's so strange. I'm gonna use a sound. Give me a moment. Okay.
And hopefully it'll fix by next time.
So if it sounds like like that, so that means the blip is having problems?
Yeah. Let's try.
Hello there.
Oh
It
my
does
God.
work.
Let's fucking go.
Hug me!
I fixed it.
Hug me, Lupin!
I'm a god.
You're God. You know what? Fuck the live stream. Let me put you more bigger. And
Oh, God.
everybody, acknowledge Lupin as your king. Bawani. Bawani. Thank you.
I'm fucking crying. I'm glad I was able to fix the problem.
What you want me to do? I'll do anything.
Oh,
Do
I don't know. I'll
anything.
think about it.
Oh, you big time. Whatever you say, I'll do it.
I'll think about it. It's probably gonna be me asking for food. That's probably it. But
Oh,
we'll see.
if you want money for food, what do you want? Chili's? What do you want? A restaurant? Here, I'll give you $75. I'll give you
Oh, God.
anything.
That's a lot of money. Oh God. I'll tell you whenever I feel like it.
Okay, that's a
Not
promise.
right now.
That's a promise. Okay, thank you, Lupin. You're a lifesaver.
No problem. No problem.
But
I'll see you later then.
see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I love them so much. Yes. Oh my God. They are a sweetheart. They saved my life. I will never forget this. I'm sorry, McQueen, that you're having a bad scoff. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Now we can proceed without inconveniences. Anyhow. Let's proceed with the story. Let me put the... Oh, no. Never mind. Keiko. Okay, that's this person's name, Keiko. At least we have a name. Now we need a regret, like to know her regrets, I think. Yes, I don't know. And because the bitch is trying to kill us, right? So I wouldn't feel bad to get the whole information. While she always had a frail disposition, things have gotten worse for her once she gave birth. I don't pry any deeper, but I doubt they will told me much more. The only reason they told me as much as they did was to make sure I knew who it was that I helped out in the first place. Actually, shouldn't that give me a new card? Yeah! Should I have not received a card? Baka mentioned that we obtain new cards whenever we discover a vital piece of information in the real world. Alright, I need that book. Rika, don't you have that book with you? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm sick of this woman. I'm sick of this girl. I'm getting angry. Okay. Chances are I didn't get one because I don't have it with me. I'm aware of its importance, but I tend to leave it behind since it's heavy. Such a lazy response. Either way, I should leave considering visiting hours have long passed. Curious as I'm about Keiko, I make my way back home. You better use that book. You better use that book. Once I return to my room and get ready for bed, I take a seat at the table on which my book rests. Well, this is new. Little bits of light are pouring out from between the book's pages. Needless to say, this is the first time I've seen this happen in the real world, no less. I take a moment to prepare myself and then I open it up. The moment I do, the light begins to rise above the book itself. And what's going on? All I can do is, yeah, I'm back. Thanks to Lupin. They helped me with some thingies. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Drinking water. Sorry, I'm just so thirsty. Okay. All I can do is watch as it eventually concretes to one spot almost 2 feet above my table. It eventually molds itself into a rectangular shape. Well, to be more specific, the shape of a car. Just say it's a car rig. Oh my god. Once the transformat is complete, the light dissipates. The car floats in mid-air for a brief moment before it quietly lays itself to rest on top of the book. So this is how new cars are made. Yep. My queen, I miss you. I miss you too. I miss you too. I am back. Yes. I can hide my surprise over witnessing something like that happening in the real world. Something similar happened in the dream world, but it's a whole experience when it happens in your own room. Yeah, that's true. I pick up the newly format card. Why are you screaming, Zero? Why are you screaming? What? It's exactly the same as the others I have in terms of shape and make. The only difference is the content written on it. So she's number 8. 8 name Kamebushi Kato. As suspected, it's Kato's name card. That's all though. I still don't know her because of the death or regret. It was hope. She was hospitalized after giving birth, right? In that case, it has to be related to that. Maybe she died giving birth. Like, maybe that's the cause of death. Like, can we use our brains? Wait, the screen is lagging? I'm gonna enter my live stream. There's space. Oh, never mind. I was like, no! Another scoff! No! The first alignment that comes to mind from childbirth is... My head starts to hurt all of a sudden. Oh my god. Rinka, you're using your brain and you're getting hurt? I don't understand this. It's okay, it's good now. At least. Thank you, girls. Thank you for watching over me. Doesn't take long for me to realize why either. You're a Pepsi, my queen. Thank you. I need one. I need a Pepsi, man. Why are you screaming, Zero? Thank you, Kenny, for the Pepsi. Anyhow. It's because I just remember how desperate Keiko looked. The way she was acting earlier proved that her regret ran deeper than I could comprehend. What am I doing right now is akin to walking all over that. The more I try to imagine the circumstances of her death, the worse the pounding in my head becomes. You're using your brain and it hurts. My god, it honestly, it's basically she died while giving birth. That's all I am thinking about. When I get what? You're stressing me out. What? Anyhow. That's when I remember Naomi's proposition to shoulder the burden along with me. I'm not prepared to handle this alone quite yet. They've done a good job of showing me just how weak I am. Yes, you're dumb and weak. Hooray. Rather than thinking You better listen to me. Listen to me, Zero. You better behave. Anyhow. Rather than thinking about this anymore, I turned my light off and just to sleep instead. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, Rika. If you keep not doing shit, you're gonna die. We need to think of the death and regret. The regret for me is more harder because we don't know the best. So, anyhow. We're gonna die. Girls, we're gonna die. Die because, you know, my main character is fucking lazy. Rainy. Morning, Mao. I noticed Miharu getting ready for classes as usual when I arrive at school. Seeing her reminds me of the realization I came to yesterday, which prompts me to say something odd to Mao. Miharu really strong-hearted, isn't she? Oh, you think? You think? I say it's the opposite. Dang it, I wanted to snuggle to Wicked. If you like my serious stuff, you can snuggle with me, Kami-chan. Her voice and its tone are lower than usual. Anyway, let's get back to the daily grind. She returns to her usual self right away, almost as if to avoid continuing on with the topic. Ah, yeah, so smooth, girl. Once school has ended, I meet up with Naomi before heading over to the library on our way back to Lion House. Fortunately, the library only 5 minutes from Lion House, and on the very same path I took to get to the hospital last night. I make sure to fill her in on what happened last night as we make our way there. First reaction is to express her concern about me. She crinkled her nose when I mentioned that Keiko seems to have a rougher go at life than I have, but then sighs in relief afterwards. And you can all tell, yay! Once at the library, we gathered up some books regarding pregnancy. Part of me doesn't want to do at first, since we'll be painting a rather dubious image of ourselves. Then again, this isn't the time to be worried about that. True. No! Break my leg. What are you doing, Zero? What are you doing? Having gotten what we need, we next make our way back to Lion House and spread the books out on one of the tables.
じゃあ、この本でまずは死因になりそうな病気や症例がないかを調べてみましょう。
Alright, let's see whether or not these have information regarding illness or complications that could be linked to her cause of death. Right. She announced the plan with seemingly little issue. I can tell she's forcing herself to act composed. Normal people like us shouldn't have any reason to investigate someone's death like this. It doesn't help that it feels like we're digging into someone's private life. We need to, though. Without consent, that's one of the reasons behind my headache last night. Not to mention that, in this case, it's about someone who's still alive. I don't care, this is survival, we need to survive. The bitch tried to kill us yesterday by getting our information. So, we need to get rid of her, okay? I pick up one of the books closest to me, while thinner than the card book I packed full of text. I probably shouldn't try my hand at a book like this when I know absolutely nothing about medicine. Thinking that, I pick up another one, only to reach the same conclusion. The only stuff I read other than manga or novels, so ideally there'll be something a bit simpler among all of these. As I think this over, it leads to me repeating the same scenario over and over in my mind.
先輩?
Grab Kenny and hug Kenny, slowly break Kenny's back. Okay, Seal, put her down. If you don't put her down, I'm taking my belt, my holy belt.
え? どうしたの?
Let's run.
もしかして本苦手ですか?
Are you not well versed when it comes to books? She's using the book in her hand to obscure her face from below the eyes, which are glued to me.
苦手ってわけじゃないんだけど、難しくない？
Not really, but I mean, aren't these a bit too difficult?
そう思ってたら言ってくださいよ。もう少し簡単な方
Forget you tell it's fluffy and soft. Thank you, Kami. Tap Kami and slowly break her back. Okay, you know what? Here's my belt, my holy belt. Whoopah! Hits Zero's arm. Yeah, your arm is not gonna work to hug. So there you go. I told you and I warned you and you didn't listen. Why are you trying to break my back? He's being dramatic. You should have said so when we were at the library. I could have picked out some of the simpler ones. That makes it pretty clear that I left Naomi in charge of picking out which books to get. I figured that'd be best, considering she's a bit of a bookworm.
先輩ってやっぱり勉強は苦手です？
I take it you're not big on studying then. I nod my head after a brief hesitation. I wouldn't say I'm a bad at studying, but there's no point in putting up a front, especially when my grades tell a different story.
でも頑張ってみる。自分のことだもんね。
I give it a shot, though. I can let you do all the work for my sake. I pick up another book and pursue the table of contents. Naomi hides part of her face behind her book again, but I can see how focused her eyes are on its contents. Hours later, I feel my concentration vanish into thin air.
ちょっと休憩しよっか。
Let's take a break.
ナオミさん？何ですか？
What is it?
すごい集中力だね。ちょっと休憩しよっか。
Dan, your concentration level is up the charts. How about a quick break?
はい、そうですね。
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. She closes her book after I make my offer. I guess she's finishing reading that one too, which makes for a total of 3 so far. Meanwhile, I'm still stumbling through my first. The difference in reading speeds between someone who reads often and someone who doesn't is rather striking. I brew up some coffee for the both of us and bring it over to the table.
ありがとうございます。そういえば久しぶりな気がします。先輩のコーヒー。
Thank you very much. I feel like this is the first time in a while that I gotten to have some of your coffee.
あ、そうかもね。
You might be right. I spent so much time teaching her how to make coffee that I actually haven't had much opportunity to make some for her myself. It's always nice watching Naomi drink the coffee I make, considering how much she seems to enjoy it. My queen, I'm praying that the nerd doesn't come in the chat. He's still in the battlefield. I mean Battlefront game. Don't jinx it, Kami. Exactly, don't jinx it.
それでさ、何か分かったことある？
So, managed to find anything worthwhile? I have picked up on something myself in truth. But asking for Naomi input first seems like the best idea.
はい。まず分かったのは、妊婦さんの出産時の死亡率はすごく低いってことですね。
I did. First of all, it turns out that there's an extremely low mortality rate for women during childbirth. The book I've been reading says the same thing. Based on the study from 2014, out of what? I don't know how to say that number in English, but what the fuck? Mothers die while giving birth. I assume Keiko is in her 20s or 30s. Even the latter, there's only like 3% chance if it's happening to her. For comparison's sake, a person much more likely to be involved in some sort of fatal traffic accident than that. this stuff actually caught my attention while reading because it will be relevant to me at some point in my future. Seems like Naomi read about the same study. You think we were revising test materials together or something?
でもそれだけ例が少ないなら原因の予想がつきやすいんじゃないのかな。
Doesn't the fact that there are so few cases make it easier for us to determine the cause of death? Yeah, especially she died while giving birth. Like, I've seen this.
そう思います。ただ気になっているのはどこまで詳細な情報がカード化するのに必要なのかなってことです。
Kenny, I love you too. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stop my live stream anymore. But we're having problems with the sound thingy. I think it's Blurb's. Okay. The soundboard I use basically is from Blurb, and Blurb apparently is having problem with the stuff. So, Lupin helped me because they're giving out some few links for that. But I see that doesn't last very long, so I'm sorry. You know, after this, I'll give compensation for today. I do apologize. I thought the same myself, but how much information do we need to be able to turn it into a card to begin with?
私が持っている死因のカードに書かれているのが焼死ってだけだからきっとそれくらいのざっくりさでいいんだと思う。
Because I had that detailed causes of death only say stuff like fire, so I assume just need a general idea.
なるほど。でも先輩の話だと概念が実存になるって言ってましたよね。
I see. You mentioned that the process involves giving thoughts a tangible form, didn't you?
うん。私もよく意味が分かってないんだけどさ。
Yep, but it's not like I know how it actually works.
だとすれば、情報がカードになるというのは、先輩がちゃんと概念として情報を持っていないといけないと思うんです。
In that case, it's likely that you need to believe in your thoughts for them to be considered for a tangible form. Now the conversation is getting a bit complicated. I take a moment to mentally sort out all the info. The process behind making new cards involves giving information, thus rather a tangible form. Haruka explained that much herself. How does one distinguish which piece of information is correct and turn that into a card then?
すみません。わかりにくい言い方になっちゃいました。
Sorry, I should have explained it in simpler terms.
先輩の中で論理的に行き着いた結論なのかって意味です。つまり先輩が日常会話の中で何気なく言ったことでも誰かの死因や未練に該当していたらカードになるのか。
Basically, I'm curious about the circumstances around which a card is created. For example, will one be made if you happen to correctly guess a cause of death or regret while having a casual conversation with someone?
それとも例えばこの人はいつ症状が悪化したから死因はこれだろうって証拠みたいなものを先輩が把握していないといけないのかってことです。
Or do you need to state the details loud and clear with certainty? Like one will when presenting evidence in a legal trial.
そっか、なるほどね。
Now that I get what you mean. I got my mind back to these past 2 weeks. Here's your latte. Thank you. I didn't read the other one. I'm sorry. Anyway. Latte. Slato, that's my latte! First of all, welcome. Second of all, don't eat what is not yours! Just eat Theo's arm, yeah. I'm just giving that to you. I'm not the most chatty person, but I definitely had a good number of conversations during that time. Chances are good that I discussed things related to relevant information, so by that logic, I should have some extra cards already. And yet, yesterday was the first time I obtained a new card. In that case, it's probably the latter scenario that required in order to make a new card.
やっぱりそうですよ 端な話ですけれど、辞書を最初から最後まで読めば、大体の人は死因も未練も手に入れられることになっちゃいますもんね。
I feel it's the latter myself. If the former were the case, one could likely read through an entire dictionary and hit upon everyone's cause of death on regret.
あんまりやりたくないけどね。
That doesn't sound very thrilling.
命がかかっているならやるかもしれません。
I'm sure people will resort to such a method when they know their lives are on the line. Yeah, basically. Which you should do, Rinka. That starts to remind me about how desperate Keiko looked. I could tell she had a specific horse driving her. Knowing that, chances are high that she read through all kinds of stuff if I meant possibly obtaining more cards.
それに先輩の死因のカードが作られないのも同じ原因かもしれません。先輩の曖昧な記憶や私のぼんやりした夢の他にもっと何かが。
It's the same reason behind why you can't obtain a card detailing your own cause of death. I believe we need something more concrete than your hazy memory in my dream. So in the end, it's all up to me remembering the exact detail of what happened that day. I can see myself doing that today. At least the fact that it yet come back to me probably means I need something specific to trigger my memories. I push those thoughts away and Naomi back to the topic at hand.
そうですね。私の意見ですけれど、一般的な失血死というのが妊婦さんの、亀渕さんの死因である可能性が高いと思います。
This is my personal conjecture, but it seems that blood loss is the most common cause of death during pregnancy, meaning the same will apply to Keiko. I'm telling you, this is the beginning. Her cause of death is basically a loss of a child while giving birth, you know?
でも、それじゃあ足りないんだね。どうしてそうなのか、理由や筋道を私がちゃんと理解していないといけない。
Knowing that's not enough though, is it? I need to understand the precise details that led to its occurrence in the first place. The lack of any new card materializing proves that.
ここで調べてるだけだと足りなそうですね。
Books alone probably won't give us all the answers then.
私がお見舞いに行ったら、まあ拒否されちゃうよね。
How about I pay her a visit? Then again, I probably get kicked out first. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. All we can do is basically threaten her to get her information. But we'll be kicked out though. But I don't know, that's a good idea. That was for Wicked, Kenny. My queen, I made you a special coffee. Give it to me. Kenny bites Aslano, spit it out. Aslano, please spit it out. Oh my god. Aslano, why are you causing mayhem? Survive. I'm well aware of how much my hair costed me to stand out.
どうしました？
What is it?
休憩するって言ってたけど、彼じゃ休憩にならないね。でもさ、ナオミ、頼りになるね。
I said we should take a break, but this hardly counts as one, huh? I gotta hand it to you. We're really reliable when it counts.
それならよかったです。
Glad to hear it. I say that, but I can tell she's pushing herself pretty hard. It's clear from the way she's speaking that she's more nervous than usual. Guess saying. Wait, what, Zero? Thank you, Solano. You are a nice, taller sister. Thank you, Zero, for acknowledging that. Eat Aslano. Zero, you know you cannot eat Aslano. Zero, spit it out. Eat Kami. Zero, spit it out! You know what? I'm taking my holy chancla. Spit it out now! I'm not playing with you anymore. Spit out. Good. Also, Solano. The same goes for me as well. There's no way we could have a happy chat about someone's possible cause of death. I don't care. However, I'm not getting a headache like when I tried to do this on my own. Her being here to shoulder part of the burden really does make things easier to bear. Zero! Spit it out! You know what? I'm hitting you with a chancla in the back of your head, by the way. Now the issue is how we go about digging deeper.
私、お菓子持ってきたんでした。今日は手作りじゃないですけど。
Oh, I forgot that I brought some sweets with me. I didn't make these myself though. Just give me sweets. Good. Zero. Saying that she produced some chocolate, which I happily partake of. The sweet sensation that spreads throughout my body is almost enough to make me shiver with joy.
糖分がしみるね。
Really can't beat a good dose of sugar.
脳の栄養は糖分って言いますもんね。私が勉強してると
Now shut up.
お母さんがよく。
They do say that it's good for your brain. My mom always brings me some when I'm studying.
どうしたの？
What is it?
単純なことでした。私が恵子さんの家族に会えばいいんです。
I just realized a simple solution. If we want accurate info, then I should go and speak with her family.
ナオミが？それって危ないことじゃない？
Isn't that a bit dangerous?
はい。でも私が会いに行く分には本人ならともかく家族ならなんとかごまかせるかもしれません。先輩が恵子さんを病院に運んだ件があるので念のため制服は着ないでいきます。
Risky, sure, but there's a lower chance of me being caught than you. I'll make sure to go in plain clothes since you carry Keiko to the hospital in your school uniform.
でもさ、口止めとかされてるんじゃないの？
She have asked them to not reveal anything about hers.
夢の世界の話って大人がそのまま大人に話せはしないと思うんです。オブラートに包んだ言い方をしてる。だから完璧じゃない気がします。
I'm fairly certain an adult like her will have reservations about bringing up the dream world to others. If anything, she advised them to keep quiet without giving any. That's the point. I had no issues telling her everything, but there's no way I'd tell one of our teachers, for example. I'd probably be fine with telling my grand, but definitely not my parents if they were around. That goes double if I were Keiko's age.
危ないことはしません。だから私にやらせてください。
I promise I won't do anything too dangerous, so please leave this to me. You better not mess this up, Naomi.
そういう演技できる？
I'm more worried about your acting skills.
それを言われると。
Please don't be so blunt. She once again tucks her face behind a book and then pops part of his back out to speak to me after a moment.
でも頑張ります。先輩のためですもん。
I'll do my best, though, especially when it's for your sake.
本当頼もしいね。ナオミは。
You really are reliable, aren't you?
問題はいつ行くかですけど、やっぱり土日がいいかなって思います。
As for when I should go, I say the weekend is my best bet.
どうして？
How so?
平日だと家族の人が来るのって夜になると思うんです。遅くなるなら来られないかも。
Her family is likely to visit at night during the week. In fact, they might not even be able to visit at all if it gets too late.
でも土日なら少なくとも旦那さん、お父さんは来ると思うんです。早い方がいいと思うので土曜日に行きます。
Meanwhile, her husband at the very least should stop by during the weekend. I'm best off doing this as soon as possible, so I aim for this Saturday.
わかった。ただ私もついていく。何かあった時に大声を出せば駆けつけられるとこで待ってるから。
Got it. I'm coming with you though. I'll hide somewhere nearby so you can scream if anything happens and I'll come get you. She nods her head in response, understanding that I won't back down. We tried to discuss other possibilities regarding her death after that, but it basically turns into a study session about pregnancy. After walking Naomi to the train station, I made my way back to the Lion House. I have to admit, I'm surprised by just how fruitful our efforts today have been. Goes to show how little I've been thinking about the divine selection before talking to Naomi about it. It's gotten me to question my own life. I still can't say for sure whether or not it's right of me to want to survive. However, I can say with certainty that I don't want to leave my friends and my family upset over my death. That's enough motivation for now. I'm sure Keiko has the same resolve pushing her forward. In fact, hers is probably stronger considering she has a child. I was told I lost my parents in an accident almost immediately after I was born. So I'm not too sure what it's like to experience the warmth and love parents can provide. Oh, that got me teary. Indeed, that really got me teary. The only thing I had to go on when my grand spoke to me about my mom. Her expression showed an entirely different kind of love from that she holds to her granddaughter. Okay, enough thinking for one day. The more I consider Keiko and her situation, the more empathy I feel for her. Which makes me think of her even more. What should I be doing right now is casting my emotions aside and gathering as much info on her as possible. Even Naomi is pushing herself to do what she can for my sake. The last thing I want is to let that go to waste. My priority right now should be to get some rest. Thus, I crawl into bed and close my eyes. And drink some water. Oh, hello, bot. Let me ban you for a second. Hello, how are you? How you been? After school, Naomi and I come back to Lion House together again. Keiko never has approached me again after that one night.
Keiko-sanも私に名前を知られてるって気がついてるはずだもんね。
She probably realized that I now know her name.
はい。亀渕さんも部活に近づくのはリスクが高いってことだと思います。
Right, I assume she's aware of the potential risk in approaching you again thanks to that, too.
じゃあ、行こう。
Let's do this. After I ensured that my book is in my bag, I got Naomi to the hospital. By the time we reached to lunch, I realized that I never did ask Naomi how she plans on approaching Keiko's family. Even without me there, it doesn't change the fact that she's just a random high schooler to them. You guys saying? Playing the beginning tune to the overworld of peculiar game. Oh, I never played that game, but it sounds complicated. I highly doubt they'll be waiting to share private information with a stranger like that. Fortunately, the lounge is on the same floor as Keiko's room, so I'll be able to hear Naomi scream should anything go wrong while I wait. She isn't quite as clumsy and shy in front of me anymore, but this is Naomi we're talking about. I can't help but worry about her. I know that she said she'd do her best for my sake, so I'll trust in her. After some time has passed, a man in his late 30s passes by me. I assume it's Keiko's husband and try to avoid eye contact. I get to look outside the window, waiting for his footsteps to fade.
Senpai?
Mika?
びっくりした。
You startled me! Being approached from behind like that causes me to yell, but no one seems to pay me much mind. Naomi's voice sounds somewhat gloomy.
おかえり。それでどうだった？
Welcome back, how did it go?
緊張しました。でも分かった情報はどちらかというと外堀を埋めるようなものに近いです。
My heart's about to explode. For one, for actual information, most of what I learned will only help us to narrow down the possible causes.
確信には触れなかったってこと。
You didn't learn anything specific.
はい。亀渕さんはもともと体が弱くて病気がちだったそうですが、持病は持っていなかったみたいです。ただ、切迫早産の状態が続いていて、最終的には緊急帝王切開で早産だったとのことです。
Right, it seems like she always had a frail disposition, but no particular diseases to speak of. However, she'd been entering preterm labor on a consistent basis, which eventually led to a premature birth via emergency C-section.
子供も入院が必要な状態らしくて、親子で3週間近く入院しているみたいです。
The child had to be admitted afterwards, so both of them have been in the hospital for close to the 3 weeks now. That overlaps with the timing of divine selection. The books we were reading yesterday mentioned preterm labor and premature birth. Premature birth is when the baby is born before the expected date, and preterm labor is when you enter the first stages of labor early than you should. The mother suffers from a constant pain and bleeding during this, so she has to keep as idle and relaxed as possible. Keiko, oh my god, what you're into Keiko now, Esplano? I guess things took a turn for the worse, which led to her needing a C-section.
そういえばさ、どうしてそこまで教えてくれたの？
How you managed to get that much out of them in the first place?
嘘、ついちゃいました。
I told a little white lie. Her tone is more hushed than usual. It's probably why she seemed a bit gloomy afterwards.
友達が入院していて、お見舞いに来るといつも恵子さんがいた。心配していたけど、失礼かもしれないから本人に詳しくは聞けなかったんですって。近いうちお花を持っていきます。
I told them that I notice her whenever I come here to visit my friend, who also been hospitalized. I said I was worried about her, but I felt that it would be rude to ask her about her situation directly. I also said I will bring her some flowers soon.
その流れでさっきのことを聞きました。
That's eventually leading to them telling me what I just told you.
ナオミ。
Looks like she's ready to cry. Right information from Keiko's family for the express purpose of eliminating her. Survival! This is survival! The bitch tried to kill me first. Wait, what? Knowing how kind of a person she is, there's no doubt she's beating herself up over it. All I can do is grit my teeth. She did this for my sake, so I can give her some half-hearted consolation. Figuring it'd be too risky to discuss things further here, we make our way back to Lion House. We dive right into discussing her cause of death upon our return. I wouldn't call it a bright conversation. Hardly surprising, but both of us make sure not to comment on it. I read yesterday that premature birth and C-sections place a significant strain on the mother as well. She might not have any notable disease, but she still had a frail disposition. Put two and two together and
失血死なのかな。
blood loss seems most likely. The book doesn't react. I can tell if it's because I'm wrong or if it's because I'm not going through the proper process with the correct information. And I feel it's because she died giving birth. That's what I feel. She died while giving birth. But I don't know how though, but you know, I guess blood loss is not the option. I was pretty confident in that conclusion after discussing things with Naomi too.
出ませんね。私の予想が間違ってたってことでしょうか。
No reaction. Does that mean we're wrong then?
でも持病があるなら家族の人は濁すと思う。ないって言い切ったってことは本当にないんだよ。
I'm fairly certain her family wouldn't beat up about the bush if she had a specific condition though. The fact that she didn't means she really doesn't. I grabbed some of the books we checked out of the library to make sure we haven't missed something. Naomi does the same. I end up coming across something relevant quicker than expected.
もしかしてこれかも。
Might be it. I point to a page detailing one of the leading causes of death during childbirth. A brain hemorrhage. It's described as being caused by an artery in the brain bursting, which leads to internal bleeding in the surrounding areas. Not only does it impact your senses and consciousness, but it can lead to death should a tumor become big enough to put a significant stress on the brain stem. Okay. The reason this can kill you is that the brain stem regulates the central nervous system, making it one of the most vital parts of your body. Most causes of death during childbirth can typically be traced back to this.
なるほど。これなら筋も。
That makes a lot of sense actually.
光ってる。
Start shining. Hey, we got the death.
どこがですか？
Now her regret. Wait, really? I can see anything. Give me a moment, guys. Okay. Wait, no, Rinka is my only girl here. Rinka is slow, by the way. I'm starting not to like Rinka Aslano. My book starts to shine almost immediately after I come across that information. Naomi doesn't seem to be able to see it, so I explain what it does when you successfully turn information into a card. The light concretes once again and gives birth to a new card.
カード。
There it is! I guess you can see the card itself and what's written on it, though. Just like the others I possess. I assume it got something to do with the fact that giving them a physical form means their existence becomes reality. I place the card on the table so she can read it. Written on it is numeral 8, yeah. Numeral 8 cause of death, a brain hemorrhage.
これが恵子さんの。
This killed her. She gave birth to her child only to die of a brain hemorrhage. The fact that her child's in the hospital means that its birth wasn't done at the beginning of divine selection. In that case, it might be safe to assume that Keiko didn't die during the process, but sometime after. I could say I feel pleased over having made some progress, in all honesty. I actually say I feel worse now, having learned the circumstances behind her death. Naomi likely feels the same way. I don't think there's any other way to explain the complex facial expression she's making right now. I have to be the one to break this awkward silence.
このまま彼女の未練を探そう。
We should find out her regret while we're at it. I noticed that I stopped referring to her by name. The worst thing I can do is let myself feel any attachment to her. I know for a fact that I'll regret things later down the line if I do. That I don't give a fuck. Wait a moment, guys. The worst thing I can do. Oh yeah, I already read that. I give you chicken nuggets. Yes, give me. Thank you, Candy. This is what happens when you learn the circumstances behind someone's death.
子供なのは間違いないと思う。やっぱり子供の将来かな。
Well, there's no arguing that it's related to her child. At least, is she worried about its future? The book doesn't react. Playing the guessing game won't get us anywhere.
子供。私も子供は関係あると思います。
I don't think we.
もう
I
一
don't.
度病院に行ってみましょう。
Oh my god! I don't think like going to the hospital is a good idea. I actually don't think that. She will find out either way. Like, no, I think that's a horrible idea. I agree. We should make our way back to the hospital. Like, we're not gonna find anything. If we do, I'm gonna be surprised. Somehow we make it all the way over there without considering the notion that there's no way they'll let strangers in to see the newborns. Neither of us are too surprised though.
実は私もうすす思ってました。
Sorry, part of me realized this will happen, but
もう少し別の方法を考えた方がいいかも。
we might need to go about this another way.
でも選定は日曜日の夜なんですよね。明日を逃したらまた来週になってしまいます。亀渕さんも他の参加者ももっと積極的に動き出すかもしれません。
But you say the next round is tomorrow, right? Isn't it? If we miss our opportunity, then it's likely that both her and the other participants will be working even harder to find out more information.
できるうちにできることをした方が。
We should do as much as we can now.
それはそうだけど。
I know you're right, but I get where she's coming from. None of the other participants have approached me so far, so right now I'm best off focusing on her, both in terms of efficiency and to prevent my own info from being dug up. It's 7 p.m., so visiting hours will be ending in an hour. We won't be able to stick around much longer. I honestly had no idea what else we could try.
やっぱり私本人に聞いてみます。疑われるかもしれないですけど、どうにかごまかして。
I'll speak with her personally. She may suspect me, but I'll do what I can to pass myself off as someone else. She tells me to wait here as she gets up ready to run off. I try to stop her, but all I do is cause her to trip over her own feet, of course. So clumsy, oh my god.
ごめん。
Fortunately, the fall brings her back to her senses. I tend to act impulsively, and it looks like Naomi's the same way. In fact, she might be even worse than me. What you guys are saying? My queen, Naomi's weird. How so? How can she be weird? Well, she's... You know what? She's a bit annoying for me because she's clumsy, that's it. You're welcome. My queen, can you tell your nerd I said he's a dumbass? I don't think it's a good idea because right now he's focusing on his game and we oh my god, and when he is like that, he doesn't pay attention whatever you said to him. So I just wait when he's done playing. Especially when you consider how quickly she made her decision, both in regards to helping me out and learning how to brew coffee.
病院で何を騒いでいるのかしら。
Oh no, the bitch is here! Run! She's reading us! You two do realize you're in the hospital, don't you? Uh-huh, and so? I feel a chill run down my spine the moment I hear that voice. I am kneeling down to give Naomi a hand, so I stare upward and into her face.
あなたは
Mebuchi Keiko, the very person who we spent the past few days investigating as much as possible. Why is she even here in the first place? Made sure to discuss things on the different floor from the other her room on.
ちょうどよかったわ。あなたを探していたのよ。獅子舞凛花ちゃん。
This works for me though. I was in the middle of looking for you, Shishimai Rinka. Yeah, how about you get fuck yourself? You know what? Let's bring it! I'm ready! I'm ready to fight you, bitch! The tone of her voice is chilling, but her saying my full name out loud makes my ice cold. I step forward in an attempt to keep Naomi from her line of sight, but there's no way she hasn't noticed her.
あなたの友達よね。私の夫と話したみたいじゃない。いいわね。協力してくれる仲間がいて。
Your little friend seems to have a lovely discussion with my husband. It must be nice having someone to cooperate with you. I can find an appropriate response. Much like our first meeting, I risk putting myself in danger if I say anything without thinking first.
そんなに警戒しなくていいのよ、凛花ちゃん。私はあなたと話がしたいだけだから。
There's no need to panic, Rinka. I just want to discuss things with you. Nah, I just want to punch your face, bitch.
話
Discuss things? There's no doubt the discussion will be regarding divine selection. A few moments later, I nod my head.
先輩
You can't!
あなたはいいわ。凛花ちゃんだけでいいの。
You may leave. I'm only interested in Rinka. No, she's staying. Fuck you. You cannot make demands.
大丈夫。
Rinka, you're a
この
bitch.
人は話したいって
Rinka, you're a bitch. Yo no puedo, Rinka. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, thank you for the headback, Kami-chan. Thank you. Don't worry. If she wants to talk, then that's fine. I nod reassuringly at Naomi, who looks worried sick over the situation.
気をつけてください。
Even so, be careful.
もう警戒しすぎだわ。どうにかしようって気はないの。ただ話したいだけ。
Yeah, but you're trying to kill me though, bitch. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, sorry, my mom texts me and usually when I don't respond, she gets crazy. Okay. I already said there's no need to panic. I'm not here to hurt her. I just want to talk. Okay, whatever you say.
あなたは上のラウンジがいいかしら。病室だと他の患者がいるもの。この時間なら人の往来も少ないからね。
How about we go to the lounge upstairs? It should be rather empty at this time, and much rather not discuss things in my room where other patients are around.
お友達はここで待っていてちょうだい。盗み聞きできないようにね。
As for you, little friend, she can't wait here. I hate for her to try and eavesdrop. I follow her after that, leaving Naomi, who looks as worried as ever, behind. Of course she is. I'll be smacking her. I'll be fucking beating her up. Make it as sweet as sugar and precious as a real bunny. Ah, thank you, Kenny. Once we reach the lounge, she directs me to take a seat and walks off. She returns shortly thereafter. I can a coffee and a bottle of water in her hands.
はい、どうぞ。
Here, take it. I sipped the coffee, unable to hide my surprise. There must have been a vending machine close by, but I should really take this when she's technically an enemy.
毒
I wouldn't drink it.
なんて入っていない
Don't worry, it isn't poison. Well, yeah, whatever. I'm throwing the can in her face. Why is she all up in rink? I don't know. She's weird.
女神の選定っていう映画や小説の世界みたいなものに参加してしまったけれど、毒や睡眠薬は現実ではそう簡単に手に入らないもの。
We might be in a pretty unbelievable situation right now, but that doesn't change the fact that those kinds of substances are rather difficult to come by.
そんな。
That's not what I...
いいのよ。あなたと最初に会った時に私、かなり興奮してしまってたものね。怖がらせてしまったわ。
Relax, I understand. I was rather frantic during our first meeting. I must have frightened you. No, you just pissed me off that you stalked me where I live, bitch. No, I'm livid. Hearing that admission from her, I take a sip of the coffee.
度胸があるのね。
Quite the gutsy one, aren't you? How quite a bitch are you? Oh my god.
あなたのお家、喫茶店なんですってね。アルバイトしているのかと思ったけど、2階に住んでるんでしょ？
I figured you were just working part-time at that cafe, but you actually live there, don't you? On the second floor, I believe. I don't answer. Nor do I question how she knows. It's an easy conclusion to come to when you know both my name and Lionhouse. Keiko means she wants to kill Rinka. Yeah, but yeah, basically she's asking me, what is my name? What is my death? What is my all? Oh my god, my regret. Yeah, my regret. Yeah, no. That if she gets all those cards, she can kill me in the divine selection. She can fuck herself.
コーヒーは好きかと思ったんだけど、それでよかったかしら。
Was coffee the right choice? By the way, I figured you like it, all things considered.
はい。
I do. Still, I can bring myself to thank her for it. She seems to have expected as much since she gives me a slight grin before taking a drink of her water.
あの時はごめんなさいね。
Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, allow me to apologize for trying to kill me. Okay.
焦っていたのよ。あなたの名前しかわからなくて。夢で会った男にも名前を知られているのに、入院したまま時が過ぎていくだけだったから。
I wasn't planning back then when because I only knew your name. Not to mention the fact that that man in the dream world got a hold of mine while I could do nothing but sit in the hospital. Thank you for that. Happy Hash. Double Hash from Miss Bunny. Thank you, Puppy. Thank you.
お体悪いんですか？
Are you not doing well?
私の死因を探ろうとしてるのかしら。
Is that your slight attempt to learn my cause of death? Yeah. Just right in the eye. It's clear to me that there are several more layers to her when she comes. This is what an adult looks like.
いいえ、もう分かってるのよ。きっと
Well,
あなたたちは私の死因を見つけたのよね。
but it's likely that you already learned it by now.
でなければ未練を探しはしないわ。難易度が一番高いのは未練だもの。
Otherwise, you wouldn't be so focused on my regret, considering that the hardest piece of info for any of us to get our hands on.
会話聞かれて。
Were you listening this whole time?
あら、会話の盗み聞きには気づいていると思っていたわ。
Oh, and here I was thinking you noticed me doing so at some point. She's a stalker. We really shouldn't come back to Lionhouse first. Just because there were plenty of people here during visiting hours didn't guarantee that we wouldn't be caught.
いいえ、これもやめましょう。私はあなたを怖がらせたいわけではないの。
Either way, I'm not here to try and scare you, so let's drop that subject.
話したかったのは、お互いこれ以上詮索するのをやめましょう。ということよ。
My my main intention is to propose that we both stop digging up info in one another. You started it! You stalked me where I live! You know, yeah, you were trying to get information, not you tried to kill me. No, fuck you. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna lie. I'm like, no, don't worry, I'll stop. I'll stop, don't worry. But reality, I'm gonna look for some way to kill her.
どういう意味ですか?
What that's supposed to mean?
言葉通りの意味だわ。あなたは私の情報を探るのをやめる。私はあなたの情報を探るのをやめる。そういうことよ。
Exactly how it sounds. You gave up on your title information hunt. Wait, you gave up on your little information hunt, sorry. And I gave up on mine. Yeah, no.
はっきり言うわ。停戦協定を結びましょう。
In other words, a ceasefire of sorts. Yeah, You started this, bitch!
あなたの言う通り、私はあなたの使命と死因を知っています。
Like you said, I know both your name and your cause of death.
ええ。だから私もあなたの使命と死因を知っている。現状はお互いに平等よ。都合がいいでしょ。
Yes, I happen to know the exact same details regarding you, so we are currently on an even playing field. That makes my proposal all the more appealing, no? You only know my name. Unless if you know my cause of death, yeah, we're on an even playing field, but you only know my name, bitch.
私の死因は
Wait, you know my cause of death? My surprise spills out when she reveals her hand. When exactly did she find that out? I never got that impression that she was doing any digging into my life. I even tried looking up why that fire broke out in the train, but the event itself had been undone. In that case, she either had that car from the beginning or she heard my discussion with Naomi at the park. Still, I made sure to check that there wasn't anyone close enough to overhear us when we were there. Fire's happy, maybe? No, that tech is about as hard for someone in her situation to get her hands on as the poison she spoke about earlier. The wind's pretty strong at the park, so we need high-spec stuff to counteract all that interference as well. At least the former. Then I still find it hard to believe that she just conveniently ended up with the two of my cars out of the total 36.
私はあなたの情報を広めて他の参加者と取引することもできるわ。それこそ私の使命を知ってしまったあの男にも。
Don't forget that I can easily spread your information amongst the other participants, or even use as a bargaining tool. That goes for the same man who knows my name too. Ah my god. I can spread your shit too, bitch. You're not the only one. She really is worried about normal. Wait. Worried about someone else? That cannot be. Wait. She really is worried about numero 12, huh? Not that I blame her. He isn't the type of person you encounter normally. Meanwhile, she looks more confident than ever. But something feels off. That's all I can think as I stare at her.
本当ですか?
Are you telling me the truth? She's lying! She only knows their name! Bring God!
この状況で嘘をついて私にメリットがあるかしら?
Is there any reason for me to lie in a situation like this?
気になるならカードを見せてあげてもいいわよ。もちろんその場合あなたにも見せてもらうことになるけれど。
If you're that concerned, then I can show you my cards if you like. Or of course you need to show me yours in exchange. Yeah, fuck you, no.
でも停戦協定を結ぶんだから信頼が大事だと思うわ。あなたに嘘を。
Trust is of the essence here, so I need you to.
いえ、断ります。
Yeah! Yeah, I refuse finally! She's doing something! Sorry, I refuse. I say it loud and clear. Not just to settle my own nerves, but to make sure I establish some leverage of my own.
あなたは私を見つけたとき、死因は何と聞きました。つまり、 初期のカードに私の死因
Yes! You're using your slow brain! Finally! You asked for my cause of death when we first met, so it's safe to assume that your starting cards didn't include that info.
その時から今までにあなたが私の死因を見つけられたとは思えません。
And I found it hard to believe that you could figure it out between then and now. Not to mention that I'm still fussy on the details of my own death. Even if she did manage to listen in on my conversation with Naomi, there are too many unknown factors for her to get a car out of just at that.
あなたが知らない方法で私は情報を得たのよ。
I got a hold of it through channels you're not aware of. Tell me the details. Tell me the details. Huh? Where you get them? Keiko, where you get them?
どんな方法ですか？
What sort of channels?
大人にはいろいろなやり方があるのよ。
Oh, just chalk it up to an adult's resources fullness. That's a pathetic lie. As I got it to myself, and you're lucky I'm not part of this fucking story. I'll be eliminating you for fun. I detect a slight hint of panic in her tone because she fucking lied. I can hear her nurse through the screen. It's enough to convince me. It also serves to kill any sense of sympathy I've been holding for her. Exactly. Like my sympathy for you out is out, bitch.
あなたは嘘をついている。
Ah!
信頼なんてはったりだ。
Why are you showing your cheeks again on screen? And hello, take a knee, take a knee. You can lay it on my forehead, whatever you want. You sit there and talk about trusting each other while you're blandly lying to my face. Yeah, let's go, girl. Let's go. Wait, why is your nerd playing? I think he's playing in Battlefield. That's what he's playing. He's so focused on that game.
違うわよ。本当よ。あなたの死因を知ってるの。
I'm not. I swear. I know how you died. Why are you sweating? Why are you nervous? Why are you nervous, Keiko? I stand up and look down on her. Her eyes blast wide open as she stares back up at me.
自殺よね。いえ違うわ。交通事故。
And there it is. There it is. She doesn't know this full fucking bitch. It was suicide, right? Wait, no. An accident?
もう話は終わりにしましょう。せめて本当のことを言ったなら。
Sorry,
考
but
えたのに。
sorry, but we were done here. I would have considered your proposal had you been telling me the truth. But you just have to go and lie. Yeah. Liar, liar, pants on fire! Oh no, it's a murder bear game. Yeah. In this case, it's a card game. You fucking bitch! I'm not kidding. Her attempt to gain my trust despite lying to me has drained every ounce of sympathy I have for her. I no longer care about the things I imagined about her life after learning how she died.
待って待って。
Please don't go! Get off of me! Her voice is full of anger, angsty as she tries to stop me. I don't even bother to respond, opting instead to make my way directly back to Naomi.
私は生きたいの。生きなきゃいけないのよ。
I want to live. I need to make it through this. I want to live too, bitch!
子供相手に嘘までついたのに。このままじゃ私。
I even tried lying to a kid, and yet at this rate, I'll shut up.
大人か子供かなんて関係ないだろ。
Our ages are irrelevant. She finally irritates me enough to prompt me to shout out at her. At the same time, I feel my eyes starting to burn for some reason.
失礼します。
This is goodbye. I stopped not too far from where we were sitting. I'm supposed to be done with her, and yet I can't help but worry. Fuck her. It doesn't take long for me to realize why. Her exasperated claim about wanting to live was without doubt the truth. There really That really was risky. I was pretty close to agree with her proposal. But our ages are irrelevant. I guess I'm just weak towards people who are pouring their heart out. After taking a moment to gather myself, I go back to where Naomi has been waiting. Fuck you, bitch.
あれ、ナオミ。
How did Rinka die? Rinka died by an explosion. Trying to protect Naomi. She explodes in a... Okay, there's an explosion. A kid that... By the way, he's one of the participants on this game. He was a bomber, and he blew the plane where we at, and you know, Rinka stood in front of Naomi, and she saved Naomi while getting burned alive. That's how she died. Naomi? She's in there when I get back. I decide to wait, figuring she'll be back soon. Little do I expect that decision to lead to the most terrifying situation I've been in yet.
君は
No! I recognize you. No! The sexy man! He's one of the participants! Wait, he's terrifying, that's what I'm gonna say. Oh my god! Kill me! We're dead! We're dead! My entire body freezes up the moment I see him. Dark skin and possibly ripped. You can almost see his muscle trying to break out of his clothes. Like, stop! I'm firing him, Rinka! Oh my god, you're worse than me! You're worse than me! Shut up, bitch! Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm hungry. Anyhow. Oh no. I'm back. Okay. Oh my god, sorry. He's one of the participants and he's hot, but he doesn't get 20 craps about anybody. He can kill you if he wants to. Oh my god, so he's one of the few people you could describe as being built like a tank with no exaggeration. Rinka, this is not a time to admire her man. Ugly men. But even more terrifying than his build are those stone cold eyes. Damn it, that's my type. Cold eyes. Damn it. I've seen him twice before in the dream world, but see him here in the real world brings home just how irregular a man like this is. Ugly as fuck. I'm hot. Oh my god. Just leave him alone, my god. Number 12, the man responsible for the divine selection, first elimination. And the man in possession are numerals, if I'm not mistaken, 8. Oh yeah, 8. Damn, name card.
いずれ脱落させることにはなるが、今君に構っている暇はない。
What did this fucker say to me? You'll be my target later down the line. But for now, I have no business with you. Oh. He's an ass! How dare you! He passes right by me, heading in the direction from which I came. No, Keiko is fucked! Keiko is fucked! Ay, Dios! Wait a moment.
What's new?
You know what he was doing, guys. Give me a moment with my headphones. Ew, that man is so ugly and disgusting. You were right, Factor. He is ugly, disgusting. Oh my god. Tommy. Oh my god. You know what game he's playing? First Ascendant. Look that up, by the way. Fucking thirsty. Anyhow. The spin in his presence made me feel like I was drowning. I must have been taking fewer breaths than usual or something. The realization that I need to gather information on him almost makes me want to give up right here and now. We need to try our best at this point.
すみません。ちょっとお母さんから電話が来ちゃってて。で、あれ
Oh,
どう
sorry.
したんですか
Oh, sorry. My mom called me, so what's wrong? Naomi, I'm dead. I think we should spend our last moments in the park. Oh my god. Naomi just happened to return right as he leaves. I'm so glad we came here together. Just hearing her voice helped me to realize that I can just roll over. I give her a quick rundown on what happened.
先輩に構ってる暇はないってことは。つまり、
If he doesn't have any business with you, then that means
狙いは亀渕さんだ。あの人はカードも持っている。追いかける。
he has her name card, so he must be aiming for her. Wait, here, I'll follow him. Like, do you realize if this bitch spells our name to him, we're fucked. We're fucked. Naomi stops me as I try to go.
何をしに行くんですか先輩が行く理由はないです。
Why would you follow him? You got no reason to. Yes, we do. We need to hear if this bitch gets out our information. At least. I know this bitch is gonna spill.
そうだけど、でも
You're right, but I can't help but remember her pain expression, her desperate voice.
わからないけど、行かなくちゃ。ナオミはここで待ってて。何かあったら連絡するから、すぐ警察を呼んで。
I can sit here and do nothing. Stay put. If anything happens, I'll get in touch. Be ready to contact the police. Oh, Factor, I don't. Oh yeah, I think Factor left. He's playing another game.
先輩。
Inka. She lets go almost as she's lost all the strength in her arm. I sprint away before she can say anything else to stop me. It takes me a few minutes to get her out of the room. Rather, it takes a few minutes to try and convince the nurse, considering visiting hours are over. He eventually comes out of her own violation after hearing me shout.
無事なんですね。あなた、どうして
When did you come back? Her expression is completely devoid of life. I'm the one responsible for that too.
気が変わったの
You changed your mind? She asked with obvious doubt in her voice. I gave her an immediate reply. That man definitely is aiming for her, so I find it hard to believe that I beat him up here. Got his book on him as well, considering he was able to speak to me. I doubt he could read the signs here without it. In that case, how did I get here without even passing by him? Wait, don't tell me.
ちょっと、どうしたの
Wait a minute, what are you doing? I got her by the hand and tried to drag her along, which obviously takes her by surprise.
子供が危ないんです。
Michelle is in danger. She resists at first, but that stops the moment she hears me say that.
あなたの名前を知っている人が、12の男性がこの病棟にいます。
Numero 12 is right here inside the hospital.
あの男が
Yes.
まさか子供を人質に取ろうと。
Don't tell me his plans on taking my baby hostage. Oh no. Wait, what game is it called again? Oh my god, Fatal 12? So that's the name of this game. Finding out that she's giving birth recently isn't a particularly difficult task. And it goes without saying that a 3-week-old baby has no means to defend itself. They may not be letting strangers in to see the newborns, but he's the type of man who seems able to get around as easy like that with ease. I don't know him personally, but I do know the figure inspired by those eyes.
そんなダメ
Please don't. She keeps mumbling as I lead her to the nursery. Wait, what I witnessed upon our arrival is far more disastrous than I expected. The lights in the hallway leading to the nursery are off, and all the emergency lights have been shattered. A faint light coming from the room beyond tells us that all we need to know about the situation.
何どうしたのよこれ
What the hell happened here? Having shot up ahead of me, she is the first to raise her voice. Doesn't take long for me to understand why. I see a number of nurses sprawl on the floor. He knocked them out! Food. Oh my god.
そんな
I lay my ear close to the third mouse and confirm that they are still breathing. I expect the worst, but it seems like they are alive. However, even worse scenario soon presents itself before me.
ナオミ
Naomi! For some reason, Naomi summoned the unconscious nurses.
はい。ごめん。
I'm sorry. What? He touched my girl? No! He's dead! He's dead! She is obviously struggling to speak, but she does so nonetheless. I notice her glass is lying up. Her glass is lying up far from her body. The lens is cracked.
話を聞いて。狙いは子供だって思って助けだった
I figured.
関係ない
Oh my god. Shut up, Naomi! Hurry up, speak! I figured he was aiming for the baby, so I tried to stop him. That baby done nothing to deserve this.
あなた
You idiot! Don't you fucking yell at her! You know, I'm about not to give 20 fucks about Keiko, but anyway. She runs straight toward the room from which the light emanates, ignoring my call for her to stop. Rika, get away from here.
ごめんナオミ少し待ってて
I'm sorry, Naomi. Rest here a little bit longer, okay? I grate my teeth and give a chase.
何をしているの
Hey, what are you doing? A voice roars out as I reach the nursery. The babies all start to cry, likely because her shouting has awoken them. A number of nurses lie unconscious here as well. The fact that the baby only now woke up means he somehow made it this far by being swift and silent. The mere fact that he is capable of such thing is utterly insane.
黙れ
Oh, fucking dick. I'll be right back in a moment.
Run.
I'm back. Anyhow. Silence. He directs a quiet but threatening order towards the baby. As if that work on them though. How in the... oh my god, I'm just as shocked as she is. His commands somehow managed to silence every tiny voice at once. Wait, what? That actually worked? He's not that scared. Well, yeah, he is. I feel my legs skip glued to the ground in the presence of such a monster. My entire body starts to shudder. Why did I come here in the first... To defend the baby? Oh my god, you fucking
な
useless.
ぜ貴様まで
Why are you here with her?
この子も私の情報を探っていたのよ騒ぎに乗じて情報を得られないか探しに来たんじゃないかしら
She's here to sniff out info on me as well. so she probably figured she could use this situation to her advantage.
だろうな。さっきも言っただろう。今君に構っている時間はない。
Figures, you heard me earlier. I had no business with you at the moment.
この国の警備がそう甘くないことは僕も分かっている。早く済ませたい。
I'm aware of how notable this country's security measures are, so I prefer to wrap this up quick. Tone is slow but steady. The fact that he can maintain such poise in a situation like this is unsettling.
どうしてここにいるのよ。
What did you come here?
名前が分かっているんだ。調べれば分かる。そして病院まで来れば君の入院の理由は容易に分かる。
I know your name, so learning your location and why you're here was a minor task.
僕の情報網などどうでもいい。早く済ませたいんだ。その意味は分かるか？
Let's forget about the how. You are aware of what I mean when I say I want to do this quick, aren't you?
わからないわ。子供たちから離れて。
I'm not, but right now I need you to step away from the children.
分かっているからこそのその発言だ。いい。はっきり言おう。
That only proves that you know exactly what I plan on doing. But fine, allow me to spell it out for you.
亀渕だったな。このベッドだ。
Your name is Kamebushi, if I recall. Therefore, this is the bed I'm looking for. He locates her baby right away. The baby's name is written on the bed. I can see its face from where I stand, but I can read its name. Haruki. I assume it's a boy then.
君の死因と未練を言え。でなければ息子は殺す。
Surrender your cause of death and you regret. Otherwise, I'll see to it that this baby dies tonight. He says his intent to kill her newborn son without the slightest trace of hesitation. I feel the color fade from my face. Taking hostages isn't a pleasant situation in the first place. But how can he talk about killing a baby like that? She probably expect this too. Even so, there's no way she can remain calm having heard that. No one could when someone's family is threatened.
私は
You're wasting your time.
無駄です。
I interrupt her before she can say anything. This is it. I need to muster up all my courage and knowledge so I can try to negotiate with him. Anything to get through this situation.
もう少し待てば警備員が駆けつけます。警備員が来ればあなたもそう簡単には逃げられない。捕まれば選定の期間中自由に動けなくなります。
Security should be here any minute now. Even you won't be able to escape so easily then. And once you're caught, you won't be able to do anything for the remainder of the divine selection.
構わない。そうなったら僕は子供をさらって逃げる。
Let them come. I'll simply escape with her child. Oh my god, he's so impossible.
数人の警備員なら蹴散らすのは難しくない。後々多少厄介にはなるが、稽古亀渕の情報を得る結果は変わらない。
Dealing with a few people on the way is easy enough. It may complicate things afterwards, but it doesn't change the fact that I will come to possess Keiko Kamebushi information. He answers right away and continues his threat.
30秒。それ以内に結論を出せ。答えなければ隣の子供を殺す。次も30秒。その次は君の子供をさらって僕は逃げる。
You have 30 seconds. I'll kill the child in the bed next to yours. If you haven't answered by then, followed by another child, 30 seconds. After that, if you still haven't answered, then you will be next.
そんな無関係な子供を
They have nothing to do with this.
ダメよ。あなたが感情的になればあなたの情報も交換条件にされるわ。
Keep calm. If you don't, he'll add your own info into a part of the deal. Oh. Yeah. She whispered this just quietly enough so that he can hear us. Oh, you know what? Start to like her. Okay. Team up? Let's team up.
一番の子供は稽古に情報を知られているな。だから僕に稽古を脱落させたくないわけだ。
Keiko, you have normals want information, don't you? That's why she doesn't want you to be eliminated.
違う。
That's not. I deny his claim on instinct, but she really does know my name. Realizing this only now proves how foolish I am.
でもあなたが子供を殺してもあなたが脱落すればなかったことになります。だから
But even if you do kill them, that'll be undone if you're eliminated. So
もういいよ。
that's enough.
あなたの言う通りにする。私の死因と未練を話すわ。
Fine, I'll tell you my cause of death and regret. No! Bitch, no!
早くしろ。
Get on with it. He remains completely devoid of emotion.
ケイコさん。
なるほど。お互いにカードは取得していた。
It's plain to see that you both have information on one another. The statement prevents me from saying another word. I can spill any more crucial information.
私のためにありがとうね。
Thanks for going this far for my sake.
でも確かに彼以外の人が先手で残れば私の子供や他の子供が死んでもなかったことになるでしょうね。
You're right. That's my child's death will be undone if anyone other than him makes it all the way to the end.
でもね、母親が自分の息子を危険にさらせるはずないじゃない。
Regardless, what kind of mother will willingly expose her child to such danger?
早くしろ。
Get on with it already.
分かっているわ。代わりにベッドから離れて位置を交換よ。
I have just one condition. Step away from the bed and swap position with us.
いいだ。
Very well. Move over to the entrance. We make our way to the bed. We can shield the babies like this, sure, but it also gives them an easier escape route.
私の死因は出血死。脳出血って言った方がいいのかしら。
Keiko, no! You weakling! I die from blood loss. I brain hemorrhage to be specific.
運が悪かったのかしらね。日本ではお産の時に死ぬ確率なんてもうほとんどゼロに近いのに。
The chances of a woman dying during childbirth here in Japan is almost non-existent in modern times, so I must have been ridiculously unlucky.
そんな情報はいらない。端的に話せ。
Don't waste my time with such useless drivel. Oh, this fucking dead. He takes his book out and waits for her to continue.
もともと体が良かった私は体が耐えきれなかった。それだけよ。
I had a frail disposition from the get-go, so I guess it was just a case of my body not being able to take the strain.
次は未練だ。
Your regret. He rushes her along after confirming that he has obtained a no card.
子供の名前よ。
Oh, the baby's name. Her answer takes me by surprise. She already named it, so how can that be her regret?
私が脱落して本来の死因に戻ればこの期間に起こした行動はなかったことになるわ。
If I'm eliminated, then everything I've done during this time will be undone.
ハルキって名前は私がつけたのよ。
I'm the one who named him Haruki.
私の母はその名前を格好悪いと言って別の名前を提案したわ。意味よりも飲み方を重視した。流行りの名付け方よ。
My mother-in-law didn't like the sound of the name, though. She was more concerned with that over the meaning behind it.
母がつけようとした名前は手品だけと私は思っていたわ。
That's why I sincerely felt that the name she proposed instead was lazy. She cuts herself off for a brief moment. His expression doesn't change in the slightest. His gaze is clearly telling her to get on with it. Guess he doesn't have enough information to believe her just yet.
夫は母がつけた名前
My husband was in favor of the name she come up with.
でも春樹が生まれた後、私は夫と話をしてた。生死の境をさまよって幸運だからか。いえ、母親というのは必ずさね。
I talked things over with him though. After Haruki was born, the fact that I was riding the line between life and death while giving birth probably prompted me to do so. So I guess all mothers will do the same thing either way.
とにかく夫は話を聞いてくれた。私が名前に込めた意味を聞いて納得してくれた。
In the end, he was willing to listen and eventually agree with me after hearing why I wanted to name my child Haruki.
それで出生届を書いたの。名前って人生に寄り添うものでしょ。だからこそ最初の子供、長男の名前は私にとって一生を捧げるに値するものよ。
Following that, I filled out the birth certificate with the name I decide on. Your name almost represents your life itself, doesn't it? That's why I hold the name of my first child as a high regard as my own future. Her delivery is more than enough to convince me that she meant it. The words weigh heavily on me too. One regret and one future are inevitably intertwined. Wait, but how's Rinka still alive? Kami, yeah, I don't think you were in that part. There's like, I think 12 people? I don't know if there's more. There's 12 people, basically who die at the same time. And there's a goddess. I'm better though. Anyway, there's a goddess that is basically the goddess of fate. The goddess of fate she revived them and undo their situation. You know, their deaths basically. And she put a game. And basically the game is you need to gather all the cards of the people the 12 people who were who died at the same time. If you gather the 3 cards, which is basically regret, the death, and the name, you can kill off the other person and undo the death. So they will die again in the same way as they died the first time. Only one can remain, supposedly, for now. So that's the situation that we're in. My queen, it appears that peasant factors being an idiot. When does he not, though? When does he not? This is the moment I get to learn the future that Keiko wants to see.
あなたにここまで知られて、春樹は最初で最後の子供になってしまったわね。
Wanted more than one child, but it looks like Haruki will be my first and last.
いいえ、私が脱落する頃には、春樹の名前は春樹じゃなくなっているでしょうけれど。
No, I suppose he won't be named Haruki once I am eliminated.
嘘じゃないようだな。
So you are telling the truth.
それだけ何か言葉はないんですか？
That's it? That's all you got to say to her?
僕はカードを手に入れられればいい。話を聞いたところで、カードを手に入れた喜び以外は何も。
My only concern is obtaining the cards I need. All I feel after hearing her story is my joy from having obtained them. Fucking dick. My fear is replaced with sheer rage. He trampling all over her life for their own sake.
何も考えていないだけなのか。あるいは。
Saying I feel nothing may not be the whole truth, but I remember this.
君が何を言おうと、僕たち全員は
Oh,
他人の命を
I want to
踏み台
eliminate
にしよう
him
としてい
so
ることに
badly.
そういない。
I want him dead on this point. No matter what you say or think about me, each and every one of us caught up in this little game must stamp down the lives of others for our own survival.
しかし、君の意志は伝わった。
That's it. Oh my god, he's still talking. Oh my god, shut up. That said, I like the determination in your eyes. They tell a story that mere words cannot express.
君は矛盾を抱えている。自覚もあるはずだ。
A certain contradiction resides within you. You're likely aware of it too.
何を言っているんですか？
What are you talking about? The sound of footsteps rings out from the hallway the moment I ask. While not quite as prominent, I can also hear voices.
潮時か
Time's up.
断る
No. As he declines, he matches a nearby switch. And the lights turn off, blanketing the area in pure darkness because the hall lights are also out on commission. I rush to get the lights back on as quick as possible. He's long gone by the time I manage to do so.
先輩大丈夫ですか？
Rika, are you okay?
ナオミ
Naomi limps her way into the room. I don't know how he did it, but he seemed to have knocked everyone unconscious without injuring them. She holds her broken glass in one hand.
ごめんナオミ私が巻き込んだから
I'm sorry, Naomi. It's my fault you got caught up in something like this.
そんな違います。私が勝手に。
Please don't apologize. I'm the one who chased after him.
ね
Keiko interrupts our conversation.
今は外で倒れている看護師さんたちを見てるでしょうけれど警備員はすぐこっちに来るわ
Security will be here once they finish checking on all the nurses outside.
混乱しているうちに早く帰りなさい
You
私
just-
が言い訳する
Oh my
から
God.
心配はしないで
Use this opportunity to get out of here. I'll think up a way to explain this to them.
でも
それに少し春樹と一緒に過ごさせてちょうだい
Besides, I like to spend a little more time with Haruki.
ナオミ行こう
Let's go, Naomi. She answered with a quick nod. Security makes their way into the nursery soon after, but we make sure to leave the hospital right away. Pudgy. Hi, Pudgy. Is the murder bear stare behind everything? At this point, I will believe this shit. Pudgy. Pudgy hugs. After getting out, we head back to Lighthouse. The only thing we speak about on our return journey is about what happened in the nursery. Otherwise, we go walk in silence. Unsurprisingly, I obtained the same cards as numero 12, though. I no longer have any desire to eliminate her. There's something I want to say to Naomi.
駅まで送るよメガネも壊れちゃって帰りは危ないでしょ
I'll take you to the station. It's a bit dangerous for you to go it alone with broken glasses.
はいありがとうございます。
Right, thank you. I spent our journey to the station wondering if I have it in me to say what I want to say to her. The longer I hold it in, it's harder it'll be to say. That's why I need to say it now. May feel like I'm making up excuses, but I reached my conclusion.
危ないことはダメって言ったよね
I told you not to do anything dangerous, did I?
いやそうじゃなくて私が悪かったんだ認識が甘かった
Wait, that's not quite what I mean. I'm at fault for not realizing how dangerous things could get. I never once considered that a situation like that would occur so easily. I figured things might get dangerous, but I failed to see the full picture into tonight.
ナオミが一緒に背負うって言ってくれて私は救われたそれだけで十分だ
You told me that you helped me bear the burden, and for that I'm thankful. Just knowing you willing to do that for me is enough.
みんな命をかけてるこれからもっと他人を巻き込むことをためらわなくなるかもしれないだから
Everyone's putting their lives on the line here. There's no telling what sort of things the other participant will try down the road either. That's why.
ここからは私一人でやるよ
I'll handle the rest on my own.
それ
So you mean not to affirming her presumption. I really couldn't be happier over her decision to help me. It's done far more for me than she could ever imagine. But the more I rely on her, the more danger I'll be putting her in. That's why I forced myself to stay silent. Otherwise, I might renege on my statement.
わかりました。
I understand.
助けるって言ったのに、守るって言ったのに、私は足を引っ張ってただけで。
I made those bold claims about saving you, about protecting you, but all I managed to do was get in your way.
うん、そんなことはない。ナオミがいなかったら私。でもね、危険にさらすのは嫌なんだ。
That's not true at all. If you weren't there for me, then I don't know what I would have done. But still, I just don't want to put you in danger.
大丈夫です。先輩の気持ち分かってます。危険なことはダメって先輩が最初に言ったのは守れなかった私ですから。
It's okay. I see where you're coming from. I'm the one who broke my word to keep myself from danger.
ありがとう。ナオミがいるって思うだけで私は強くなれるから。ここからは一人で大丈夫だから。
I'm sorry, and thank you. I'll be able to make it through this just knowing you're here for me. I can handle things on my own now. I tried to guide her to the station after our talk.
いいです。大丈夫です。一人で帰ります。
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I can make it home by myself. She makes her way to the station without me, and I can bring myself to chase after her. I'm certain I'll start to rely on her again if I do. I really should have left our talk until we reached the station, but no, I'm too dumb to think that far ahead. If I had, then she shouldn't have walked. Wait, then she wouldn't have. Thank you for the hands. If I had, then she wouldn't have walked the street at night all alone. I'm drink some water. Okay, let me keep reading. When I wake up the next morning, I feel miserable. I didn't have any dreams last night. Well, I don't think I did anyway. There's no doubt that they will be nightmares if I had any. Maybe that's why I don't remember.
店を開けよう。
Might as well get the store ready. Fortunately, I'm able to get to the store up running like normal. Probably because work would keep my mind off everything else. Okay, I'll leave it up to here.